Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. First carry of the game for McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. In a 3-4 defense there and against the run, a lot of responsibility can fall on that nose tackle.
A ton of responsibility, no pun intended, because they got to deal with not just the center, both guards, and a lot of times they have to eat up double teams in order to let the rest of the guys get to the football. And how about that play? He not only did he eat up the double team, he ate up the ball carrier as well.
I was going to say, talking about puns, you said eat up the double team. And he takes this thing down deep into Chicago territory. A big play there for the Panthers. 61 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Leonard Floyd. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. On second down, here's Newton. Flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Time running out here on the play clock. Here we go. On first and 10, it's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On second down, Trubisky looking and finding Allen Hurns. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Luke Kuechly coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. shift together here from the D-line. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Brandon, with the last couple of plays for the offense not being good at all, my thought process as a coordinator, get the ball in the hands of my best player and see if I can salvage anything out of this drive.
First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Panthers will get it here as they take possession. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Newton on first down. That's complete to the former Bear. It's Greg Olsen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the play. Fresh set of downs here. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And some space here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Back to throw, Newton. And he's got room. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Now it's Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
And he better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Akeem Hicks, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So now off goes Newton, and on comes the kicker, Graham Gano. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will make our score 9-0. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. It's Marcus Wheaton now to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, if there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And a long way to go for the offense here on second down.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Gone.
Now it's Trubisky. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh, boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
So the D-line's going to spread out. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. And he comes back with one complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A good pickup there, a 22.
I like that about Trubisky. Has some calm in the pocket, some good presence, despite the fact only 13 starts in his college career, and an entirely different style of offense. Remember, he played that spread stuff while at North Carolina.
It's caught right side, it turns. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it, because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Hurry up, here we go.
Trubisky to throw again. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. They go play action. Trubisky under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Look, Carolina had a number of issues last year, and that's why they slumped to 6-10 after a Super Bowl appearance. But pass rush wasn't a problem for them. They still got to the quarterback.
47 total sacks. That was just one behind Arizona, who led the league.
Yeah, I think the biggest issue for them, young corners, they gave up a lot of big plays.
On second down, here's Trubisky. Completes it to Hearns. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. The Bears on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Don't know if we saw too much of that on the college tape. Trubisky using his legs to pick up the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Captain Mutterland. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And the tight end Olsen, right side. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll make this a 2nd down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. Newton throwing again. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Carolina first, Newton to Benjamin.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a first down. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. From the red zone now, Newton. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Nick Kwiatkowski coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. To throw on second down is Newton. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Gano now to add the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out. Back of the end zone for a touchback. A reminder later tonight, a game some folks have had circled on their calendars since the schedule came out in April. That's the Super Bowl rematch. Falcons, Charles, at Foxborough to take on the Patriots.
Super Bowl 51.5, anyone?
Then on Monday night, that's no slouch either. An NFC East battle between the Redskins and the Eagles. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This is caught by Hearns. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Let's go.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Again, it's Howard. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They'll try to run for it with Howard. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there. Second down. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And no gain. This is Howard on second down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. That'll be a gain of 15 yards, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Here's Trubisky into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Pernell McPhee, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6. Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
3rd and long. It's Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a first down throw for Newton. Completes it to Benjamin. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Panthers. Olsen. Greg Olsen. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Gano for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Thomas Davis. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. They go play action here on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Akeem Hicks in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. On second down, here's Newton. Steps away to his left. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Worth noting, the largest deficit the Bears have ever overcome in their long history. 20 points against the Cardinals in 06. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards.
Here we go.
On the toss play, Howard, a spin. Howard has the first down and then some. And look out, I think he's going to go. 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, 84 yards. And the Bears get a bit closer. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Back to the NFL scoreboard for a second, third quarter in Indy. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Ooh, the juke. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
First seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. Throwing again. Newton. Buying time to his left. Able to get away.
That's why he keeps it.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Eddie Goldman in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that'll be caught. Panthers touchdown. It's Benjamin with a grab. Kelvin Benjamin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And an alley to run. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. It's caught right side, it's Hearns. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. 3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Here we go now. Detroit! 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 Hurry up, here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And my goodness, another interception. It's the safety, Kurt Coleman. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Newton's going to throw it. And caught left side, Olsen. Greg Olsen, nobody ahead of him. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
You having fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. On first, they go right back to Howard. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bears cut into that lead. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Carolina getting set to take the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, That just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. McCaffrey. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a 1 yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here's Andy Lee now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. Around the NFL, they're in the 4th now in Green Bay. And the Pack, they have taken the lead late in that ball game. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. First down, they run with Howard. He's got room to run past the 20. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football